Luke is dead, and Daemon's out for blood. Rhaenyra learns that her son was killed by Aemond and Vhagar. Her grief quickly turns into rage. She wants revenge. Meanwhile, Jace travels north and secures support from Cregan Stark, who promises thousands of northern troops for Team Black. Back in King's Landing, Aegon attempts to be a popular king, while Otto Hightower urges caution and restraint. But events spiral out of control when Daemon decides vengeance can't wait. Secretly infiltrating King's Landing, he hires two killers known as Blood and Cheese and orders them to assassinate Aemond. But when they can't find him, they do something even worse. They force Queen Helaena to choose which of her children should die. Then they murder young Prince Jaehaerys. The Greens are devastated. Helaena escapes with her daughter and discovers Alicent and Criston Cole together in secret. The war has now become personal.
They killed the boy.
One child's murder turns Westeros against Rhaenyra, and two brothers are forced into a fight neither can survive. The murder of Prince Jaehaerys sends shockwaves through the Seven Kingdoms. Otto immediately turns the tragedy into propaganda. During a public funeral procession, the people are encouraged to see Rhaenyra as a monster. A new name begins spreading through the realm, Rhaenyra the Cruel, even though she never ordered the child's murder. Back on Dragonstone, Rhaenyra realizes Daemon may have acted without her approval. Trust between them begins to crack. Meanwhile, Criston Cole launches his own assassination attempt. Sir Arek infiltrates Dragonstone disguised as his twin brother Eric, attempting to kill Rhaenyra. He's confronted by his brother. The twins fight to the death, and Eric wins. But unable to live with what he's done, he takes his own life. In King's Landing, Aegon responds to his son's murder with fury. He hangs every ratcatcher in the city. The decision infuriates Otto, fearing a revolt. But Aegon dismisses Otto as Hand of the King and appoints Criston.
Ratcatchers!
The war finally reaches the Riverlands. Ancient rivals House Bracken and House Blackwood begin slaughtering each other. The conflict is spreading far beyond the royal family. Meanwhile, Daemon captures Harrenhal without a fight, but the cursed castle begins tormenting him with disturbing visions and nightmares. A mysterious woman named Alice appears. She foretells that Daemon's fate is tied to Harrenhal. At a brothel, a man named Ulf boasts he is Daemon and King Viserys' bastard half-brother. With Criston's squad en route to Harrenhal, Rhaenyra's councillors urge war with dragons. But Rhaenyra desperately attempts one final peace negotiation. She secretly enters King's Landing and meets Alicent face to face, but fails to negotiate a peaceful resolution. She realizes Alicent misunderstood King Viserys' dying words about Aegon as concerning her son, not Aegon the Conqueror's dream.
It's a story.
Daemon is losing his mind at the castle, continuing to see visions of Rhaenyra and his dead wife Laena. Back in King's Landing, Aegon is furious. His own mother tells him he's not fit to rule and should leave decisions to his advisors. Humiliated and drunk, he flies to Rook's Rest on his dragon, Sunfire. Meanwhile, Rhaenyra finally agrees to use dragons in the war, and Rhaenys volunteers to fight on Maelys. At Rook's Rest, Rhaenys attacks Criston Cole's army, not realizing it's a trap. Aemond and Vhagar are waiting, and as Aegon begins losing the fight, Aemond makes a shocking choice. He orders Vhagar to burn both dragons. Sunfire crashes. Aegon falls. As Rhaenys circles above, Vhagar suddenly rises and fatally throttles Maelys, plunging Rhaenys to her death. Criston finds Aemond, sword drawn, near Aegon, who lies motionless next to the heavily wounded Sunfire. After the devastating battle of Rook's Rest, Team Black mourns the death of Rhaenys, while King's Landing is forced to watch the severed head of her dragon paraded through the streets. But instead of celebrating, the starving smallfolk see it as a terrible omen. King Aegon survived the battle. Barely. He's burned, broken, and lying unconscious. With the king unable to rule, Alicent tries to become regent. The small council immediately shuts her down. Instead, they choose Aemond, a dragon rider, a warrior, and possibly the most dangerous man in Westeros. Daemon declares he will be king once a large army is raised. Rhaenyra faces another problem. She doesn't have enough dragon riders to challenge Vhagar. But Jace suggests searching other noble houses for Valyrian descendants.
But if all else fails, it is I who must fight.
With Aegon still recovering from his near-fatal injuries, Aemond is now running the kingdom. And he's wasting no time. He kicks Alicent off the small council, sends Criston Cole toward Harrenhal, and starts planning a naval alliance to break the Valyrian blockade. Meanwhile, needing more dragon riders, Sir Steffon Darklyn attempts to claim Seasmoke, and is instantly burned alive. But then something incredible happens. Seasmoke chooses his own rider, Adam of Hull, a complete nobody. Back in King's Landing, food shortages reach a breaking point, resulting in a massive riot. Alicent and Helaena barely escape with their lives. Meanwhile, Daemon continues having disturbing dreams, while Rhaenyra receives shocking news. Seasmoke has a new rider. Mother! Rhaenyra confronts Adam of Hull, Seasmoke's new rider, who pledges fealty to her. But she needs more dragons. A lot more. Mysaria tells Rhaenyra to search for Targaryen dragon seeds, bastards with Valyrian blood. The new Lord Paramount Oscar Tully offers Daemon allegiance, but denounces his nefarious behaviour. To prove his loyalty, Daemon executes Willem Blackwood for slaughtering the Brackens. He has another vision, of his brother this time, who asks if he truly wants the crown and its burden. Back on Dragonstone, Jace warns that giving dragons to bastards could threaten the entire Targaryen dynasty and threaten the succession due to his own illegitimate birth. But Rhaenyra moves forward anyway. Dozens attempt to claim Vermithor. Most are burned alive, until Hugh Hammer succeeds. Ulf claims Silverwing and flies over King's Landing, leading Aemon to chase him down on Vhagar. But as he approaches Dragonstone, he sees Rhaenyra with Syrax, Vermithor, Silverwing, quickly retreating. She now has a full dragon army.
You stand before the Queen of the Seven Kingdoms!
Tyland Lannister secures a powerful alliance with the Triarchy, bringing new fleets into the war. Rhaenyra, who hoped having more dragon riders would deter conflict, declares war. After weeks of visions of madness, Daemon is led to a mysterious weirwood tree. There, he sees the future, White Walkers, Daenerys Targaryen, and the fate of Westeros itself. Seeing himself as one part in a larger story, he swears fealty to Rhaenyra. Helaena refuses Aemon's demand to fly Dreamfire into battle, and foresees him dying in the war, and Aegon reclaiming his throne. Alicent travels to Dragonstone, offering to surrender in exchange for her family's safety. But Rhaenyra insists Aegon must die to secure the throne. Armies in the Reach, the North, the Westerlands and the Riverlands, as well as House Valerians and the Triarchy's fleets, mobilize for war.